guys, welcome back, and it is time for a somewhat belated Craft Roulette process video for episode 167. The parameters this time were a thank you card, which is why I pulled this big thank you set from Artful Angel. Then I pulled the happy birthday as well, so I can use the punctuation, which is the random element. Colors are farmer's market, which basically means anything that's not muted. And rhymes with B. So I remembered that I had this 4th of July ephemera set from Not Too Shabby, and a puppy rhymes with B, because Mary used it on her card too. So, we're going to probably do that. I'm thinking like a light blue would be good, and then I could pair that with one of these glitter card bases that I've been liking a lot, because then we could do that in like a red, and I think that would be pretty festive. I'm actually doing a patriotic live stream crafting this weekend, so this is sort of a warm up for that, because this is obviously a card that really anybody can put together pretty fast, so I'm always a fan of those. Like, I'm always a fan of like the easy projects, but I also like the complicated ones, so. So I think the first thing we need to do is pick out our paper. Thinking this one would be fantastic. These are all sort of, ooh, I like that one too. I think we'll do this one because this seems more like patriotic blue, where this other one is more of a lighter teal. Anyway, this is all sort of patriotic faux alcohol ink backgrounds. And I learned yesterday watching a live from Not Too Shabby that even though this paper looks sort of semi-gloss and coated, apparently it stamps really well. So we're going to try that out and see if it works for us. Um, I'm just going to cut this to sort of a standard card mat size. This is such a straightforward card, I didn't really pre-prep anything. But anyway, I'm just going to cut this to 4 by 5 1/4. I kind of picked the part of the pattern that I thought would look the most awesome. So there we go. How easy was that? And I was in a bunch of hops this week, so if you're interested in that, check out my Instagram. Yes, I do like how that looks. That's going to look dope. So we definitely need a dog, and then we can see what other ephemera here looks good. There are a plethora of flags, but and some really cool sentiments. I like this one with the pencil as well, and there are some. I like these flowers. I think there were other florals in here. We could have the puppy that has the flag saying thanks. I think there's another puppy in here as well that doesn't. Uh, I could be wrong. I do like these florals. Let's just grab maybe a red and a pink. Be nice if they had a blue one. I mean, it probably is in here somewhere. We will get to it eventually. Oh yeah, here we go. So that I kind of like as a cluster. I guess we should do sort of all, that makes more sense with these all being a bigger stature. And here's another pup. Maybe all the pups have flags. Oh no, here's a very well-dressed, I like the well-dressed pup, I think. Well-dressed pup is, whoops, don't want to stick stuff on here. Is this the well-dressed pup as well? Yeah, so we have like a normal pup and I kind of like the normal pup. Have this be sort of like 4th of July, but not quite over the top, because I feel like, I don't know, this weekend we might do something over the top, because it's always kind of fun. Although sometimes with live streams I try to keep it a little bit sane. Maybe I'll just do this with a floral with this greenery. I'm kind of liking this as an idea. I don't know, this is probably not like true to form, but I like this as like sort of a upper floral cluster, and then put thanks here to kind of balance this out. And there is I don't know. I feel like all my friends with dogs like to tell me how they are not fans of the fireworks. There is a firework, but I'm thinking maybe we will not do the firework this time. Really cute little star. And sort of a pencil with stripes on it as well. Anyway, let us get to stampin'. So I'll just move that stuff off to the side. And I did pull, these are from the same release, well, the summer quarterly release. These are the glitter sparkle dots. So could use either the orange ones. I'm thinking like this dark blue I could use as an accent. I don't know. We could use the pink too, or I may use none of them. We'll see. Um, but in any event, I am very curious to see if this stamps or not. I think I'm going to rotate this so the lighter part is down here. I'm definitely going to grab. That looks great. Oh, that is nice. Just leave that here. Like that got a really nice impression. I am quite impressed. Let me just grab my stamp cleaner and get the black ink off here. And I will put the exclamation point back because this is definitely a thing I would lose. I don't know about you, I'm just like really good at losing little itty bitty stamps. The rest of this I think will be fine. So let's get the rest of this card together. Um, so generally I like to use wet glue on these glitter card bases. It's also nice to figure out what way they open because we've done them backwards a whole bunch, and that's fun the first 4 or 5 times, but after a while you get tired of sort of cutting them off. So let's just see. Oh, that tried pretty nice. I'm impressed. I never really thought to stamp a high gloss pattern paper, and this worked really nicely. So I guess there is a benefit to going to lives other than learning how to make mini albums. Which, if you didn't catch it, the live last night where Lynn was showing off how to do a really straightforward mini album was pretty cool. I think I'm going to definitely try it, and that looks good. Let us just sort of figure out what we want to do. I kind of like the idea of like this. It's a poppy, so I mean, I think should open a little bit more like that, but I don't know. I kind of like that. A poppy also rhymes with bee. Just saying. If we decide we want to keep this a little more straightforward. But I really like the pup, so I'll probably put that in anyway. And I'm using the Lineco pH neutral glue here, and I'm just going to stack these a little bit, I think, because I definitely want this flower to be sort of cupped and open like that, because it wouldn't really make sense otherwise, at least in my mind. And poppies usually will have more of this kind of orientation to the sun, like if the sun was up at the top here. And we do have a poppy. Let's clear that. So this, I want to use the pup, I think, because do I want to ground him and have him off a little on the side? How do I feel about that? I like him here better than floating. Like, I think the idea, and I like the idea of him sort of overhanging a little bit, because I like that as a technique. It's a fun way to kind of add a little more visual interest to your layers if you have a piece of ephemera or a focal piece sort of not necessarily adhering to like where you would normally put your layers. Just pressing that down a little bit. Uh, it does take a while for the glue to dry, but here you go. I think we have a very fun thank you note with a happy little puppy and a happy little poppy. So that is what I have for you today, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.